If you're watching this right now, I already know something about you. You didn't just stumble across this video. You searched for it. Or maybe you've been watching video after video late at night, trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with you. And nothing is giving you answers. Nothing is making you feel better. Yeah, I know that feeling, because I lived it. And honestly, at my worst, I was probably in a darker place than you are right now. So if you can give me a few minutes, I want to tell you my story. Not the cleaned up version, the real one, because I think it might be exactly what you need to hear today. Back in 2019, life was actually pretty solid for me. I was that sports guy, always outside, playing every single day, super active, full of energy. Sure, there was normal stress like anyone else, but nothing that felt overwhelming. I thought I was living the good life. Then, February 18th, 2019 hit, and everything just flipped. That morning, I woke up and my whole body felt hot, like I had a fever, but when I checked my temperature 3 different times, it was completely normal. My energy just crashed out of nowhere. I told myself, it's probably just tiredness, it'll pass by tomorrow. So I still dragged myself to the ground and played for a couple of hours, trying to act normal. But deep down, something felt seriously off. It was like my body was warning me that something bad was coming. That same night, my brother's friend was throwing a party just a mile away. I wasn't feeling it at all, but my older brother convinced me to come along. We'll eat quick and head straight back home. The second we walked in, everything started looking blurry and weird, like I was in a dream. I turned to my brother and said, "Man, something's really not right. I'm getting super anxious." He told me to just sit down, eat with everyone, and we'd leave soon. But I could barely hold myself together. 10 minutes later, my heart exploded. It started pounding so hard I could feel every single beat in my throat, in my ears, everywhere. Sweat was pouring down my face, my back, my whole body. I genuinely thought, this is it. I'm dying right here in front of everyone. Everyone else was laughing and chatting like nothing was happening, but I couldn't take it anymore. I jumped up and ran the entire mile home on foot, heart still racing the whole way. When I burst through the door, my mom took one look at my face and panicked. We rushed straight to our family doctor. My heart rate was 155, blood pressure was through the roof. He asked if I was stressed. I said, yeah, a little. He gave me acid reflux medicine and some multivitamins, told me not to worry, and sent me home. But that night, that was my first real panic attack. I didn't sleep even for 1 minute. The next morning, I just broke down crying in front of my mom, begging her, "Please take me to another doctor or I'm going to die." She started crying too. The very next day, we went to a different doctor. All the blood tests came back completely normal. He gave me a sleeping pill for a month and said, "Just reduce your stress." When I looked up that pill online, I saw it was actually prescribed for anxiety and depression. That's when it clicked. This whole thing was anxiety. Suddenly it all made sense, because I had over 85 plus different symptoms hitting me at the exact same time. I was terrified every single minute that I was about to have a heart attack. The dizziness was constant, like I was standing on a rocking boat even when I was sitting still. My legs felt so weak I was scared they'd give out any second. My heartbeat was pounding so loud in my ears I couldn't hear anything else. I was losing weight rapidly. My blood pressure stayed high. I had this burning pain in my stomach. My chest and left arm hurt constantly. Muscles were tight everywhere. I couldn't sleep at all. And whenever I did pass out, I'd have these terrifying nightmares that felt so real. The worst part? I became scared to even step outside the house, because going out would trigger massive panic attacks that left me shaking. I started Googling every single symptom like a maniac. Every weird feeling, every pain, I'd type it in and convince myself I had some deadly disease the doctors were missing. I changed more than 35 different doctors in 6 months. Got my blood work done 15 times, MRIs, CT scans, everything you can imagine. All normal. But I still didn't believe it. I went to 3 different psychiatrists. They put me on antidepressants and sleeping pills. The sleep got a little better for a while, but nothing else changed. And those antidepressants completely killed my libido, so I stopped taking them. Then, the sleep disappeared again. Plus, I had read so many horror stories online of people stuck on those meds for 8, 10, even 15 years and still suffering. I told myself, I don't want that life. There has to be another way. That's when I decided to stop fighting the anxiety and actually try to understand it. I finally accepted, after more than a month of struggling, that this really was anxiety, not some hidden deadly illness. The moment I accepted it, that constant background worry started dropping. I stopped Googling every little symptom like my life depended on it. I even wrote down all 80 to 85 of my symptoms in a notebook and started understanding each one properly instead of panicking. I got really lucky because my aunt is a neurosurgeon. She was pregnant at the time and came home for 3 months of maternity leave. She sat with me every day and explained every single symptom in real medical terms. Why my heart raced, why I felt dizzy, why the chest pain happened, everything. That conversation was the total game changer for me. After that, I took full control. I completely changed my diet, started using natural herbs like ashwagandha and brahmi that actually helped calm my nervous system, did yoga and breathing exercises every single day, and tried different meditation techniques until I found what worked for me. Slowly, my sleep started coming back. I forced myself to go outside little by little, even though I was terrified. The panic attacks became way less frequent. The stubborn dizziness was the last thing to leave. I was still scared of falling, so I added the right vitamin supplements, and eventually even that disappeared completely. I actually sat down and created 6 different 30-day lifestyle and diet plans, each one custom-made for exactly what I was dealing with at that moment. For 6 straight months, I followed them religiously. No excuses, no skipping days. And slowly, week by week, everything kept getting better. The symptoms started fading one by one. Some days were still tough, but the bad days became fewer and fewer. Then, one day in January 2021, it just hit me. I realized I hadn't felt a single symptom in weeks. No racing heart, no dizziness, no fear, nothing. I was completely out of it. It didn't happen overnight, but after all those months of steady work, I had finally made it through. It's been over 4 years now, and I'm living a totally normal life, actually better than before, with 0 meds and 0 dependency on anything. When I look back today, I feel so damn proud because I beat something that keeps most people trapped for 10 or 20 years. On this channel, I'm going to break down every single symptom one by one in future videos, exactly how I fixed each of them, step by step. I'll also share some really powerful tips and tricks that honestly took me years to figure out and you won't easily find anywhere else on YouTube. So if you're watching this right now and you're struggling, I want you to hear me loud and clear. No matter how bad your anxiety feels today, if I could beat it, you can beat it too. If this story gave you even a little bit of hope, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because I'm dropping new videos every single week. Thank you so much for sitting through the whole thing. You've got this, man. Best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.